Welcome to Lincoln-Sudbury High School with WKM North Andover as we watch the North Andover Scarlet Knights take on Lincoln-Sudbury here in Massachusetts MIAA playoffs. With a deep kick by Lincoln-Sudbury, they'll be starting off on defense after deferring to take the ball in the second half. Return to the 24-yard line by Matt Chico. Jaden Mencia tackled on the sweep carry for no yards. Bringing up 2nd and 10 for the Scarlet Knights. North Andover now on a 3rd and 9 comes out with 4 wide shotgun set. Incomplete pass, but what will look like a pass interference call as the pass was attempted to Mencia. And now joining me on the broadcast, Ray Ahern.
What a night. It's like a bivouac coming from the parking area to the stadium. It was uphill and downhill.
We'll be catching our breath for first part of the first quarter.
I was looking for King Arthur coming across the field. Anyway, it's a beautiful night. It's warmer than we expected.
North Andover, after being held to no significant yardage on 3 straight plays, will start off the game on a 3 and out. Long bouncing kick.
The ball is free, and it looks like
North Andover covers
has it.
After a end up acting like a squib kick on a punt. Ball get fumbled by the Lincoln-Sudbury returner, and
number 33 for North Andover was on it, and then it squibbed away and was recovered by North Andover. Well inside Lincoln-Sudbury territory. The ball is at about the 35 for first down. 1st and 10, North Andover.
North Andover looking over to the sideline. Looks like they may be a man short on the field.
Here comes Defoe coming in to probably play fullback in the I formation here with Gavin behind him. Schimler fakes the handoff. Carries, and it's tackled by number 11. Tackled by Kepler Clanton. He's a senior. Probably playing safety, I would think. Yeah, it looks like, or linebacker. Schimler and Gavin, man in motion. There's a wide open receiver, and he's overthrown. Max Wolfgang wide open. A beautiful play call.
After running that sweep action there, they had put 8 guys in the box for Lincoln-Sudbury, and play action worked, but just missed the window for Max Wolfgang. But
yeah, it's early in the game.
that's what North Andover is best at, consistently running the ball and then through play action entering the passing game. Missed opportunity there.
Those old enough will remember Raymond Berry coaching the Patriots back in the day.
North Andover lining up.
Has a man, he has him open. Just slightly overthrown. So 4th and long. Let's see what Coach Dubzinski wants to do here. Looking at the defense, giving Schimler the play. Fourth and 10. Wolfgang to the right.
So the lineup with a tight end and 2 receivers to the right.
A lot to the right. Matt Chico alone on the left. Schimler back again, likes to go, and he is sacked. Nowhere to go for Schimler. He's surrounded.
So Lincoln-Sudbury with an impressive start on defense, holding North Andover to a 3-and-out and a turnover on downs. For the first time seeing Lincoln-Sudbury in offense, we'll see how North Andover responds here on D.
So Sean Nichols, the captain, over on this side playing cornerback. Jaden Mencia is on the other side with Chico in the middle as a safety and brought down. No gain.
So it looks like Lincoln-Sudbury is lining up with 2 wingbacks, fullback, and 2 split receivers. It started off with a motion play by one of the wingbacks. We'll see if that's the bread and butter for their offense. And right now they're coming out with a different look, a pistol look with 3 backs lined up with the quarterback. But again,
3 down
motion action to the left.
North Andover. Handed into the middle and brought down. Jake Walensky.
Brought down after a short gain by number 22, Jake Walensky.
Walensky's outside linebacker. Undersized but quick. Wolfgang is the Lawrence Taylor-like defensive end linebacker. That was a catch. About the only place he could feed the ball in was low, and he did. Jack Malone, a junior, 6 foot, 170 pounds.
Wasn't enough to get the first down, so Lincoln-Sudbury will actually bring out the punting unit on the 4th and short. Got to be aware of any fakes here.
Sean Nichols back. They kick it away from Nichols. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds. 26-27, reasonable field position.
So about halfway through the first half, we haven't seen a first down by the offense yet, but the defenses, are proving strong here. It'll be interesting who can get the momentum first on offense and start stringing together a drive.
Aside from the parking garage, there's not a light to be seen on the horizon in any direction.
No, it's quite a unique setting here.
We're down in the hollow.
North Andover lining up
There's
with
the
3
ball
wide
to,
motion action to Chico on a.
Looking to be able to cut up field. There's 11 again in on the tackle, Kepler Clanton.
3 yards for North Andover. Up to this point might be the longest offensive play. We'll see if they can put themselves in a situation for a 3rd and short here. Lining up again with 4 wide. Freddie Gavin in the backfield. Fake to him. It was a read option by Schimler, and he's able to pick up 4 now. 3rd and a long 3. 3rd and 4.
Looks like a passing down, but that doesn't mean that it will be.
Lincoln-Sudbury's been very aggressive with putting 8 guys in the box and lining up people close to the line. So
yes.
See if it's an opportunity for play action. Instead, it's a fake run again. Schimler takes it himself on the keep, bringing up a 4th and 2. It looks like they'll call out the punting unit.
So there are 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, and there has yet to be a score on either side. Line drive punt.
Similar type kick to last time, but Lincoln-Sudbury is able to field it cleanly.
Get the corner.
And number 12 with a full sprint to the sideline, but not able to pick up much, Nolan O'Brien. So the second time seeing Lincoln-Sudbury on offense. On the first drive, it was a 3 and out, but saw 3 uniquely different formations as well between the double wing, pistol, and the shotgun, and then they went 4 wide. This time they're lining up with something different. 3 wide, and it looks like it's just going to be a give up the middle to number 1.
And a nice tackle there.
By Leon Moraine.
Sure tackle. I think that was Walensky
again.
Tackle.
He seems to be in on a lot of plays on defense, whether it's breaking up passes, or finishing up tackles. The defense has been pretty impressive for North Andover, especially the second half of this season, posting shutout and holding multiple teams under 20 points.
Quarterback with a keeper, and he's wrapped up almost immediately. No place to go there. 4 or 5 North Andover defenders on the right-hand side defending. That was well covered, well played. So again, 3rd and a long 4. 3:35 left to go in the quarter. Receiver downfield, throwing the out, and overthrown. He targeted Nolan O'Brien. He's a sophomore, 5'7", 150, but it's a little over his reach. Neither team yet to engage in some precision passing. The ball seems to be a little high on almost every throw. The ball is cold. It's a little damp here. You can see the moisture in the air.
I think at this point, I don't think we've seen a first down yet, Ray, between either team.
It's a defensive struggle.
North Andover hanging in there on defense.
Ricky Brutus coming to the sideline.
Walensky split out wide
Jake
on offense.
Walensky, wide receiver.
I formation,
There's a pitch
toss to the left.
Gavin.
Freddie Gavin. Looks like a fumble.
Ball is out and
Lincoln-Sudbury
recovered by
recovers.
Lincoln-Sudbury. Freddie Gavin had the ball in his right hand going to the left. Ball was upfield and just poked away. Lincoln-Sudbury was all over that play. I think they had that probably from video. They had that as a play to look for. So the ball changes hands again. A lot of opportunities here.
Lincoln-Sudbury's done a lot of different motions pre-snap, a lot of different looks. In that one, they dropped number 13 back and ended up tossing him to left side Jack Malone, but not able to pick up more than a yard. North Andover's doing a good job being able to defend against a lot of different looks that Lincoln-Sudbury's showing them.
Jake Bowman on the main camera tonight. Sam Murray, there's a ball and caught, and it's a touchdown. That ball wobbled more than any other pass this evening and results in a score.
And what looked like a pass that wasn't necessarily attempted for the receiver who caught it. It could have been overthrown.
Yeah.
An aware play by second receiver.
Well, horseshoes for Lincoln-Sudbury. The kick is good. 2 minutes in the quarter and a score. Lincoln-Sudbury strikes first. They all count, no matter how they happen. That one is a little discouraging, but North Andover is not discouraged. They respond to the challenge. The underclassmen have done a great job of becoming the varsity players this year. They get great coaching. North Andover has great sports programs. And we have a traveling contingent of North Andover fans here with us. Almost as many as you'd see at a home game. But this is an important game. North Andover wins this game, they go back to Foxborough.
Matt Chico with a very good return.
Yes.
Carrying a few Lincoln-Sudbury tacklers for an extra 5-6 yards there. So we'll see what North Andover comes out on offense with.
Jack Roche at left tackle. Wolfgang over here on this side. Brutus in the slot. Gavin back with Schindler. And here comes Chico. Fake to him. Gives it to Gavin. Gavin breaking out. Gavin is a player who responds.
And brings it into Lincoln-Sudbury territory. On that play, they did a good job of spreading out the entire team on Lincoln-Sudbury and then gashing it right up the middle with Freddie Gavin. Although he's a small back, he's an effective inside runner, especially when they start putting these double receivers on both side formation together. And now they'll fake that action to Gavin. and get a short pass to Chico. So on back-to-back plays, it was a fake to Chico and a play to Gavin, and then a fake to Gavin and a play to Chico. So it's good to see North Andover catching a rhythm here offensively with their two biggest plays back-to-back, trying to respond from Lincoln-Sudbury's first score.
Walensky and Chico to the near side, the longer side of the field. Chico in motion again. Give it to the running back, and he is swallowed up. Good defense, good splits by the Lincoln-Sudbury defense. Almost no place to find a hole there. So 18 seconds. The first quarter is almost over. I don't think they'll get this play off. It doesn't look like Dubzinski's in any hurry. Just talking things over. Change the position. I see Gabe D'Souza from last year's team down on the sidelines. Gabe, one of the greats of last year's team. So the week this week was had very cold couple of nights. I was expecting it to be about 18 degrees here, but it's probably more like 29 or 30. Sam Murray with his camera on the monopod walking the sideline, trying to get a good perspective from the downfield looking back at the offense. Right now? Yeah. So it's warmer than I thought. The cell phone says 39 degrees.
So it looks like there's a dispute over the marker. What I thought was going to be a 3rd and 6, and the officials adjust it, bringing it to the right spot. So it should be, yeah, there will be a 3rd and 6 for North Andover here to start the second quarter. And they'll come out with 4 wide, trips right.
Trips right, finds the
Himmler.
single
Deep
man.
pass to Max
Wolfgang pushes off. Pushes the defender down, who's pretty happy that he got pushed down. But the ball was overthrown anyway, regardless. So that play doesn't work out.
So it looks like it'll be offensive pass interference.
Right, we would think.
And Lincoln-Sudbury will actually have a decision here to either give them the, a 3rd and extremely long, or take the 4th and 7. And they'll accept it.
Yeah, they're going for the 3rd and long. Whoop, there we go. He's got a couple extra steps to go. And now it's spotted at about the 40 of North Andover.
So it should be this looks like a 3rd and 22. Coming out with the same formation, and they still have one-on-one coverage for Max Wolfgang.
We need someone slanting over the middle here. Brutus is the escape, and the ball is thrown away. both teams expecting Shimla to pass along the sideline. There were a lot of offense and a lot of defense over in this area, but so many that there was no real opportunity that couldn't have been challenged, so threw it away. So fourth in DeSalvo, we met the DeSalvo relatives on the way in this evening. Line drive punt, nice high bounce. 12 has it, and he has the sideline almost. A real scrum and a reasonable gain for first down. So 11 minutes. The clock is really rolling here. There are enough running plays that time is moving on, moving by here this evening. Seems like we just got here, and we have 11 minutes left in the opening half. This number Jesse McCullough, number 5, out on this side. Another running play, however, and he breaks free and has the sideline. Incredible. Can they catch him? No. Lincoln-Sudbury breaks away on a clean, clear running play, goes off a tackle, is not significantly challenged by any defender, breaks to the outside and cuts it upfield.
That was an excellent run. He had a hole in the middle, and then he had the vision to get outside where there was no defenders, and quite the effort on the long run. So now Lincoln-Sudbury up 2 scores here.
Yeah, there was a lot to be seen on that play.
Yeah, I mean, the play was originally in between the hashes, but as soon as he got 1 yard deep in, he realized that the opening was to the sideline, and he broke.
Yeah, he went to the sideline, and then he outran the defense.
So now.
And he looks like he's big enough that he could run over a few defenders as well, so.
Yeah, they've come out with a lot of different formations. That was another formation that they hadn't seen before. They line up their players in between the backfield, the slot, the wing position. A lot of different looks, although I haven't seen a tight end line up with the Lincoln-Sudbury once. It's all backs and receivers.
When I was in high school, the coach said, we want to have 5 really good plays and 5 formations for every play that's a really good play.
Yeah.
As Chico with the ball again, he returns a lot of the kicks this year. And there's a flag. A foul on Sudbury, Lincoln-Sudbury, number 11, Kepler Clanton. He's a starter as well as being on the kick team. 10:34 left in this half. Lincoln-Sudbury 14, and the Knights yet to score. So North Andover looking to get something going here. Quarterback under center for the first time. And Ricky Brutus. Wow. What? Oh.
So North Andover lining up again in the same formation with 2 tight ends, I formation.
Mansfield is next week's opponent, it appears, because they're ahead 22-3 against Natick. Chico making a catch, getting to the sideline and reaching out with his right hand and the ball in his right hand to get beyond the yard marker. So it's first down for North Andover. That is a nice play because it gets a first down.
And puts it into enemy territory here. And it came out with they're coming out with the same look now with more tight ends. This situation now, they got a tight end in a wing. And just to give up the middle to the fullback.
And he is driven back. So it looks like Mansfield will play the winner of this game in the Division II state final.
That'll be at Gillette, correct? That'll
Yes,
be a home game for Mansfield.
I believe so. Chico wide open.
Wow,
And
play by Matt Chico.
Chico outrunning the defensive cornerback, number 28, who looked back for the ball. Matt Ray is a junior, and that was enough for Chico. A beautiful spiral thrown downfield by Schimler. The ball just kept moving. It just kept picking up yard after yard, and Chico was striding with the ball to receive the ball, and the defender could not keep the pace. Beautiful play. Precision, perfect.
And the kick is good. North Andover brings it to a 7-point game. 14, Lincoln-Sudbury 7, North Andover. So it's amazing how quickly the momentum and the enthusiasm can change after a big play in football. It was quite the pass, quite the route, and quite the catch.
And you know,
it
started with the first down that Chico caught the down and out and reached out to get the first down, and then they rewarded him with a streak down the sidelines, and he was all the way up to that.
It was, well, on the first play, it was when he caught that pass, it was a play action and just a quick out route, and then this time it was a play action, and I don't know what route he ran, but it was either a wheel route or a down and out where he was going long and the defender was not able to keep stride with him. It was, he had him about a yard the entire way, and perfect pass where it needed to be by Schimler as well.
And the defender could see that he was beaten, and he made a desperate attempt with his arm, with his hand, to try to get up to where the ball was, and that cost him another half a stride, and that was all over at that point. As soon as he put his hand up, that play was a touchdown because he broke his own stride.
So after the first 2 drives that were a 3 and out and then a turnover on downs for North Andover, they've been able to put together a couple of successful drives here, moving the ball, getting a couple first downs and now a big touchdown play. So
Lincoln-Sudbury energized. They bring 3 out to this side and then bring them back to the other side, and now 3 men.
Offensive is heating up here in this game, but Lincoln-Sudbury is going to take a timeout. Big turn in momentum here over the last few minutes.
So it's 1st and 10 on the 20 with the timeout. There are 8:33 remaining in this half. And there's a nice shot of the moon beyond our shot of the playing surface in use at the moment. And off to our right in the distance is apparently a solar roof, I think. A nice parking garage. A nice spin move to get away for another yard or two.
Andrew Cahill with a carry, which looked, it was somewhat of a similar look to the score that they broke the long run on. They spread everyone out and then go right up the middle with the handoff. So it's interesting. Yeah, Lincoln-Sudbury has yet to shown a tight end look, but mixing it up with formations now with a 3 in the backfield in the pistol formation.
There's a ball right up the middle, and that one was stopped on the nose. Linebacker for North Andover just drove that play back. That's Jack Carbone. Jack has had a couple of important interceptions, one in each of the 2 previous games that were backbreakers for the other team. Breakaway, catch, and breaks away from the first tackle, takes 3 more North Andover defenders to bring him down. So Lincoln-Sudbury back on the move. They think they have the momentum. They think they have North Andover back on their heels.
And
they think they're going to score. Let's see.
And strange as it is, that was actually their first down of the game. They'd not been able to convert, had to punt a couple times, and in their 2 scores, it weren't from long drives. It was from the turnover in North Andover territory for a touchdown pass and then a 70-yard touchdown run. So
yes,
that's the first time that they've moved the chains.
And that is a significant insight. And here's a significant run right up the middle. Good blocking. They're opening holes for their runners. Their runners have a lot of diversity in the style of their the way they run. They exhibit some cuts, some spins, and some just hard straight ahead running. So sometimes it's a little more difficult if you don't know what the ball carrier is going to do with his next step.
Andrew Cahill getting the carry from the fullback position.
So North Andover substituting in on the defense, the line and the linebackers occasionally here. Keeping players in for the anticipated play. There's a handoff in the middle. Once again, hard to bring their runners down.
And that's Gordon Gosdek, who broke the long run earlier in the game for the touchdown.
Yeah. He has some talent as a runner.
Yeah, they've been able, they hand off the ball and look to pass the ball to a lot of different players. It's a difficult offense, I'm sure, to prepare for, given the fact they put a lot of people in motions and line them up at different positions. But North Andover's done a decent job other than those two big plays. But Cahill here able to get the carry for the first down.
North Andover has had the benefit in recent games of an aggressive and opportunistic defense that causes turnovers and recovers them. And I think we saw an example of that early in the game. People tend to be hanging on to the ball here recently.
Great tackle by Jake Walensky there. Bringing it to 2nd and 8. So just from the kicks that I've seen so far by the Lincoln-Sudbury kicker on the 2 extra points, it seems that he has some impressive range for a high school kicker. It'll be interesting to see if they bring up 4th down where they will be willing to test his range. Typically right now it's a scenario where you'd go for it on 4th down, but we'll see here.
A lot of inside handoffs. North Andover are more likely to run a jet sweep. They're more likely to hand it off and have the initial contact in or outside of the tackle.
Yeah, although they're not coming out with power formations, it's a lot of power running. And what they're able to do with 4 wide is bring a couple defenders out and make the box a little bit easier to run those inside plays with. So timeout here by North Andover. 3rd and 7. Ball on the 29-yard line.
So 3:36. This is a consequential and important play when we come back to play here. Lincoln-Sudbury will either keep the ball or have to make a decision. So this play will bring some coaching and some playing on this particular play. And maybe some officiating. We'll see. '51 is in on the left side. They like to run in there. I guess looks like he's the left tackle. They run at that area. He's 6'4", so he's number 13 down the sideline. A touchdown saving tackle. Foul. There is a flag down, I believe.
So that they'll be bringing that one back. It looks like a holding call. So that was just that was a jet sweep where
Yes.
Jack Malone goes in.
Just when I finished saying that North Andover runs the jet sweeps, Lincoln-Sudbury must be listening in on our broadcast.
Well, the play worked, other than the fact that it's a holding call, and it will be against Lincoln-Sudbury.
Marking it off here. Let's see. So that brings up 3rd and 14.
So now for sure, what would be out of field goal range? Unless he can kick unless they would attempt a 52-yarder, but I assume that they'll be going for 2 plays for the 1st down. Hopefully North Andover can keep him to a punt.
There's a spiral and
incomplete pass.
Ripped by the quarterback, put his finger on the point of the back of the ball, drills the ball out there, but off target. Had a man wide open. He just had to float the ball out there. A little too much pace on that pass.
And it looks like Lincoln-Sudbury has been punting in most situations, even on a 4th and short from about midfield. But with 3:22 left here in the half and the ball inside the 40, they're not going to bring out the punting unit on a 4th and 14.
Yeah, as I said a minute ago,
it'll be interesting.
They
might be
coaching decisions.
Yeah, they could be try to get him off sides. No, they're actually attempting it, and they're throwing
Ball
a fade to number 25 deep, and good coverage.
Defended by Nichols. The ball, however, was overthrown, but Sean Nichols was out there between the receiver and the ball. There was no way that ball was coming down to the receiver. Overthrown somewhat, and so it'll be 1st down North Andover with 3:16. So I thought Coach Dobzinski would be making a decision with 4 minutes to go, and it turns out Lincoln-Sudbury's coach made a decision. There's a long ball downfield, and it's caught but not held. Caught but not held.
That was
Jaden Smooth Mencia
on the deep post route. That was it was a long pass, wasn't the best spiral, but it was on the spot. Almost a huge play there. But looks like North Andover is in aggressive mode here with 3 minutes left, lining up 4 wide on first down.
Jaden is a superb defensive player. He might be a better defensive player than an offensive player, but he's an all-around football player. And he has a great mind for football. He anticipates plays. And here is Chico with the jet again. North Andover loves the jet. They love it when Gavin gets to the outside and turns upfield. And so with 2:39, I think it's time for Freddie Gavin.
He's lined up in the backfield with 3 wide. Looks like it'll be a pass.
The ball towards the sideline. Threw it a little low and a little off target.
Tempted to Max Wolfgang. So North Andover will bring out the punting unit here.
It didn't look like that was one of his better passes. It didn't wobble or anything. It just didn't seem to come out of his hand with a lot on it. So the humidity in the air and the chill have to design some super sticky stuff. Oh, dangerous bounce. And smoothly taken in by Jaden. So to open the game tonight, Lincoln-Sudbury won the toss but deferred. So they get the ball to start the second half.
So they'll have an opportunity to get a drive here and the ball back. So North Andover's defense will be put to the test in the next minutes of game action here.
Yeah, this is a consequential time. You know, it's the end of the first half and the beginning of the second half that affect a lot of games.
Lincoln-Sudbury will.
Oh, breaks away, avoids being brought down. It has the sideline. The scat back number 1 for Lincoln-Sudbury.
That was an excellent carry. Broke a tackle, pick up the first down, but also get out of the bounds and save the clock as they're in the 2-minute drill.
He's listed as a junior, 5'7", 155 pounds, and that's why you can't bring him down. He doesn't have a high profile, and he's shifty and fast. There's a position for almost every type in this sport. Rolling right, has a receiver downfield, hits him on the sideline, hits the short player coming across after the defender.
Yeah, it looks like a 15-yard carry. Good execution,
deep.
Good pass and catch. And again, able to get out of bounds on the first 2 plays of their 2-minute drill. So
well coached here. Lincoln-Sudbury coach making a decision that didn't work out, but he has called for a couple of smart plays here. Lincoln-Sudbury spreads this out and hands it off up the middle, and wrestling for the ball. Looks like it was taken away by North Andover, but the defender had his hand on it at any rate. I don't know whether that was Carbone.
No, that was number 88, Max Wolfgang.
Ah, yes.
He was able to. While he was getting blocked, he was able to get a hand out, grab onto the defender, and reel him in.
Wolfgang, impressive. He's really learning how to play defense. I don't remember him spending a lot of time. He had a significant number of plays, but not last year. But
Lincoln-Sudbury rolling right.
Caught. Lincoln-Sudbury.
Completed pass right inside the 5-yard line. Clock is ticking, but
1 minute. Nolan O'Brien.
Lincoln-Sudbury's not going to take the timeout.
He caught that ball as it was going by him, and he caught it in a way that he could get control of it.
Yeah, if the ball was placed a little differently, he could have been able to turn up and get the score for the touchdown, but he had to go to the ground for that. North Andover able to, no, not bring them in. Lincoln-Sudbury punches it in on the inside carry after the long pass play.
So Lincoln-Sudbury scoring here just before the half. That's devastating in a way. But North Andover is resilient. This is only the first half. The score could just as easily flip in the second half.
Number 10 with a tremendous
that is
kick.
A booming kick through there.
Tyler Rosenberg.
Yeah. It's a lot of high school kickers kick this rotating orb that just manages to come down across the crossbar, but his kick is rising as it crosses the crossbar.
It's an important part of the high school game. Can be the difference of winning and losing, like last week with North Andover being able to score the same amount of touchdowns but convert on the extra points. It's incredibly important. Both kickers doing their job here, and Rosenberg showing off his leg on those extra points. So North Andover with 43 seconds left in the half, down 14. We'll have an opportunity to make a few plays here.
Three deep for North Andover. North Andover would, of course, like to return this 75 yards. Let's see what happens. Ball up the middle, has an opportunity to break loose, but runs into the only person who could have tackled him.
Andover lining up 4 wide. 2 receivers on both sides. And it's a quick pass to Ricky Brutus, who's not able to get out of bounds, but pick up the first down.
He picked up the first down.
North Andover will immediately take a timeout to stop the clock.
He turned inside rather than turn the ball towards the sideline. He had an opportunity. He was looking to try to make some more yards.
If you have the timeouts, it's worth trying to pick up the extra yards at this point. It looks like they only have a couple more plays here. But I guess the way the Lincoln-Sudbury had run the 2-minute offense of getting the out of bounds on a pass and a running play is.
That was impressive. It allowed them to exhibit control of the field at that point.
Yeah, to have 2 catches right on the sideline and have the accuracy to hit it, and then also the awareness to get 1 foot in and then the other catch when it was a leaping catch. So we'll see what North Andover can do in the 30-second drill here. Lining up Max Wolfgang in the slot on the short side of the field.
Double wides again. Looking to run, but not the thing to do with this time on the clock. Timeout, another timeout for North Andover. 2 plays, 2 timeouts. Momentum seems to have stalled here momentarily. Okay, Coach Dubzinski in the huddle with the players, the quarterback. Schimler looks a little like he's got the play. And let's make it work. Charlie Reagan, Jack Roche tackles.
Lincoln-Sudbury playing a prevent defense with 4 defensive backs very far.
And a sack.
Yeah.
So Lincoln-Sudbury closing the last 2.5 or 3 minutes of the first half very strongly here. North Andover looks a little frustrated. So didn't get much out of those last 2 plays. I'll go in and talk it over, think it over, and come back out and turn it around in the second half. We're here at Lincoln-Sudbury. A lot of years ago, a lot of engineers living in Lincoln and Sudbury. MIT Lincoln Labs, of course, a prominent facility in the area, as well as a lot of high-tech companies. And there's a stream of Lincoln-Sudbury fans along the sideline here. So their games are well attended. And at the half, it's Lincoln-Sudbury having scored 3 times, North Andover once. It's LS 21 and the Knights 7.
Highlights.
Oh, beautiful.
Headed in, and that's a goal!
Scores. And more.
I personally think it's going really well.
That's what you'll find on Scarlet Night Sports Scene, a bi-weekly look at North Andover High School athletics presented by CAM Sports. Tune in to CAM Ed Monday and Wednesday nights at 6 and Fridays and Sundays at noon, or watch the show on YouTube. You'll see what's happening with the Scarlet Knights. We'll show you the big games, the major highlights, and the people that make North Andover High School sports oh so special. CAM Sports volunteers and high school parents go to the games and bring the action and the stories back to you. I'm Sam Murray. Join me for highlights, scores, and more on Scarlet Night Sports Scene presented by CAM Sports. Watch it Monday and Wednesday nights at 6 and Fridays and Sundays at noon on CAM Ed, Channel 99 on Comcast Xfinity and Channel 28 on Verizon Fios. Or check it out on our YouTube channel.
Coach Dubzinski and the staff coming back to the field. North Andover has their kickoff team out there. LS Oh, perfect. There's the kick. And brought down, but not brought down, but smothered by 2 or 3 North Andover defenders. But good field position.
Impressive broken tackle there by the returner, but North Andover there with a second effort. Lincoln-Sudbury starting off with not great field position here, but on the 21.
Tim Ionarone in on the defensive line there, with Carbone as the linebacker, Max Wolfgang, Jack Roche, of course, Walensky, not much of a gain.
Brings up second down and 5 for Lincoln-Sudbury.
Lincoln-Sudbury lining up with 2 receivers wide with a wing. In a shotgun formation, with a single back, Max Wolfgang. Wreaking havoc in the backfield.
So 3rd down coming up, 3rd and about 7 for Lincoln-Sudbury. 11 minutes.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 for the Warriors at their own 24-yard line.
A needed defensive play by North Andover, putting Lincoln-Sudbury in a 3rd and long here. They're going to line up in shotgun pistol formation with 3 backs. And play action fake and a long ball
wide open
to number
and
5.
He is gone.
Hit in stride, Jesse McCullough for the touchdown.
Fly pattern. He was sprinting out there, and the ball was thrown perfectly. On a 3rd and 7, the quarterback dropped back and had complete control of that spiral. So last 2 minutes of first half, first 2 minutes of second half. Lincoln-Sudbury has prevailed at this moment in each of the opportunities. The kick is, however, not good. So Lincoln-Sudbury 27, and the Knights still on the 7 spot.
After a defensive struggle to start the game, offense is really opening up, especially Lincoln-Sudbury. All 34 points happening, mostly in the second quarter and a little bit here now to open the 3rd.
Yeah, the beginning of the game was a defensive struggle. And now we're seeing some exciting plays. Great football.
Yeah, and at this point during the season, there's nothing to save in the playbook for North Andover, so you assume that there'll be aggressive play calling here in the second half. And another deep kick to Matt Chico for his 3rd or 4th return of the night.
Chico has the middle. Nice return.
He's done a good job returning the ball. He's getting it over the 30-yard almost on every single.
Yeah, he gets to the center of the field, and then there's an opening at the center of the field. There's an open lane right in the middle.
He's a player who has a lot of all-purpose yards between kick returns, rushing the ball a little bit, and then also catching the ball. And he
has our only touchdown catch this evening so far.
Lined up in the slot here on the other side, tight end and a wing back. Ricky Brutus going in motion, but they go right up the middle to Freddie Gavin for 9 yards. So, and it looks like not in hurry up, but trying to keep the pace up as Schindler gets the play from the sideline.
Gavin has an extremely low center of gravity, which is great in a running back.
Lined up now with 3 wide, slot formation left. Matt Chico in motion. Fake it to him, fake it to Freddie Gavin, and goes
wide
across
open
the middle to Max Wolfgang on the seam route.
Yeah, open the playbook there with 2 fakes and a throw right down the middle. So North Andover energized. 9:23 in the 3rd quarter here.
First down and 10, North Andover.
Quarterback Schindler rolling right, has no one to throw to, so puts it down and makes some good yardage. Their offense has depended upon him running the game. Running the ball in the last several games. He's been a major contributor, and that's the first really impressive run I think he's had this evening. Wolfgang, wide out here. Has a height advantage on the defender. They're rotating a little towards him now. Here's the jet movement. Ball inside to Freddie, but he's swarmed.
Short team, brought down by number 51, Joe Older.
Let's go, Charlie!
So North Andover now with the ball on the 34-yard line, 2nd and 11.
There's a
Jim
bomb
McGrath
down
backs,
the
and he throws a
sideline.
fade to
Wolfgang.
Max Wolfgang.
Oh,
Pass
defended.
broken up.
The defender got his two hands on the ball. Wolfgang still had an opportunity. But as Neil said, ultimately broken up.
Good.
37 degrees here in balmy Sudbury. Temperature seems to be rising.
Now at this point in the game and where the ball's located, you would think that North Andover would be in 4th down territory. So
Yes.
maybe looking to run it here, maybe looking to pass it.
Pass now, run on 4. There's a pass, rolling out, has a receiver. Oh, Brutus brought down after a short gain. Not near the 1st down marker, and 4th down coming up. It was only a gain of about 2 yards. Play not that efficiently executed. Needed about 8 yards on that play.
So lining up now with 4 wide receivers and a tight end.
Yes.
In motion to the right side. And
Ball
going back the other way to Matt Chico.
wide open. Chico.
Left by himself for the touchdown score.
Chico
Wow.
scores. Matt in a hat, Chico.
Timely touchdown pass for North Andover. Quite the enthusiasm hidden here over here at the North Andover side.
Yes.
What was a difficult 4th and 8, and would be the risk of going down by more. Matt Chico is able to bring in an incredible touchdown play. And what was interesting is they lined up with 4 receivers, 2 of them on the right side, 2 of them on the left, and a tight end on the right side. They brought over Freddie Gavin from the left to the right, and Matt Chico was the only receiver on the left side by himself for a one-on-one opportunity, and a perfect ball thrown by Will
Yes.
Schilmer, similar to the touchdown pass in the first half. It was not the same route, but an outside route, really where if he's able to get a step,
Yep.
they have an
Loft it
opportunity.
up there and let him run under it.
Exactly, away from the rest of the defense.
Matt in the hat. Years ago, if you had an interception touchdown, you get a little decal or sticker or something on your helmet. Matt in a hat. He's racking up the symbols. Tiny knights.
At least 2.
Yes.
Yeah, and between the return yards as well, he's put together a large portion of their all-purpose yards and bringing back the energy now.
Nice stick there by the North Andover kickoff team defender, Jack Ferrillo, the younger brother. Just contributing out there. We need the plays. We need the big plays. So 27-14, 6:48, plenty of time in the game. Sudden Sam Murray down at about the 40-yard line with the monopod camera.
Lincoln-Sudbury going
There's a
4 wide,
pitch
3
wide.
Trips to the short side of the field, just a toss play to the back end. Not what you're looking for on first down. For LS, ends up being a significant loss.
Yeah.
Bringing up now
unusual play call,
second and
unusual
17.
execution. It's like, what would be the advantage of making a short pitch to somebody sort of next to you?
They, yeah, it was interesting. They went to the short side of the field where the receivers were. There just wasn't much action, and because of the nature of the toss, it was a significant loss. Good opportunity here for North Andover after.
Yes, after scoring a strange play by the Lincoln-Sudbury offense, uncharacteristic from what we've seen tonight.
Lined up in the same formation, but going up the middle this time.
And stopped.
And although not the same type of yards lost, it looks like the marker moved back about a foot there. So bringing up 3rd and 18, and this is a great effort by North Andover, especially having a situation where they gave up the touchdown at the end of the half and then to start the half again. Able to respond with an important touchdown on 4th and 8 by Matt Chico, and putting themselves in position to get the ball back here about halfway through the third quarter.
Looks like a pass. Rolling, looking for
air it
that
out.
long bomb. Number 5 is competing, and 3 North Andover defenders were looking for that ball. As soon as he started to roll, there was a lot of backpedaling in the backfield for the North Andover defense.
Good coverage by North Andover, and this is when long snapping is about as important as it gets, as the punter is lined up with his heels on his own goal line. Low punt, bouncing to number 6.
Jade
see it, but he's
smoothly takes the ball for a couple of yards.
Let's go, Johnny!
Okay, Freddie is ready in the backfield. Let's see what the first play is. Oh, being sent in right now. Coach Dubzinski just looking at the defense before he sends in a play.
lining up 4 wide, slot formation on both sides. Motion with Walensky. A lot of time here for Schindler, but nobody open. And he ends up going to
Gavin, Freddie Gavin, leaping up to get
Freddie
that
Gavin. So the offense really starting to click here in the second and third quarter. Now they're lining up with trips on the short side of the field, leaving Max Wolfgang on an island by himself, and that's where they're look.
Oh, a bomb!
Just off his fingertips. I don't know if he would have been inbounds or not, but
yeah, he had his body heading out of bounds in order to get the hands up to where the ball was. A little overthrown, a little too much to the sideline. If he doesn't throw it, if he changes the angle 3 or 4 degrees downfield, that's a catch.
yeah, he didn't have too much room there. Good job on the defense, but even with great coverage, Max Wolfgang's tall enough and athletic enough to sometimes pull those ones in. Always a threat. This time he'll line up.
Walensky wide on this side with Chico.
Chico in motion.
Again.
Hand off to
ball
Gavin.
is bouncing
fumble.
around. Who has it?
Gavin
recovers his own. Had a little trouble getting the handle on that ball. But the ball bounced right to him.
So, with the ball on the 44-yard line, again, it might be a situation where it's not, third down and a punt. They might be able to go for it on a couple plays here like they did last time on that touchdown. So they don't need all 14 right now. Trips left. Schindler drops back, and he's going to air it out to Matt Chico. Not able to reel it in. Ball thrown to the deep sideline.
Wow. That was close. I thought he might reel that in. It didn't look promising in the air, but it came down in his territory, but they put that one up. That might have been called a 50-50 ball if it was better defended. It was in the air a long time. Allowed adjustment to get under it. Line drive kick with a bounce and a roll. Good for North Andover. Ball is down inside the 20. Down around the 10.
At the 11-yard line. So North Andover is going to need another good series out of their defense here.
Whoop. Almost took a header off this bench. Yes. Yeah, this is 3 minutes in the quarter. North Andover is still down by 13. The clock is moving along here. They're playing well, but they need to make something happen here. Ball in the middle. Good tackling. Good tackling, North Andover. .250 in the third. Bill Robert directing here tonight. Jake Bowman on the main field camera. Sam Murray, Sudden Sam down on the field. Neil Creahan and myself, Ray Ahern. We're here in the cold because we love it.
Looked like a no gain there. Might have been a fumble and recovered on by Lincoln-Sudbury. So Lincoln-Sudbury's offense cooling down here a little bit. North Andover with a
asserting
stop
themselves.
Last series, and then hopefully another stop here. At one point, Lincoln-Sudbury scored touchdowns on probably 4 out of 5 possessions between the first score and then the long touchdown play by Gosdeck and a couple drives. But North Andover's been able to respond here in the
Looking
third.
deep again and throws it short and overthrows the receiver 12. Again, just had to float the ball in his direction and he could have made the reception, but just a little too much on it.
So again, Lincoln-Sudbury not able to get any yards, and again, punting from their own end zone. So North Andover able to get a good 3 and out, not waste any time, and will look to get the ball in Lincoln-Sudbury territory with good field position.
North Andover's defense has been the stimulus in recent games, and they're starting to exert themselves now.
And I spoke too soon. Lincoln-Sudbury ended up punting the ball deep, and
Nichols, still with the ball, manages to run about 50 yards across the field and about 10 yards upfield.
Interesting play there.
Great opportunity and good thinking by Nichols.
He was able to pick up about 10 extra yards there. Somewhat of a risky play, but heads up.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
At this point, you got to be trying to make plays. So
these the North Andover players, they're They're smart players. They know the game. They know the opportunities.
It's lining up 4 wide again. Drop
Schindler
back.
dropping back, looking, setting, no. Manages to avoid the tackle.
And it looks like a flag is down.
Throws it, coming back to the receiver coming back. Looks like Walensky. Flag on the play.
Where it's thrown, it looks like it'll be a holding call.
The winner of tonight's 50-50 raffle is ticket number 841610. The winner of the 50-50 raffle is ticket number 841610. Please put your prize over near the LS.
So North Andover about to come out in a play, and the officials say, hang on, we need to mark this off. But North Andover ready to play is Lincoln-Sudbury. Schindler gets the ball, hands it inside, and a swarm of tacklers. Just not a hole there. Some opportunity to the left of that area, but
So a 2nd and 23, 2nd and 21.
this is a tough position to be in. They know you're going to pass. They try a wraparound rush. Ball downfield.
So one more play here left in the 3rd quarter, most likely.
Yes, this is the last play of the quarter. It's 3rd and long. And they have managed to get Schindler out of solid footing in a throw downfield. He's being forced to improvise to the left, to the right. Stunting defense by Lincoln-Sudbury. 4 down linemen, 3 backers. Ball downfield, and oh!
Matt Chico on a double move route was able to get the inside on his defender, but unfortunately not be able to.
Nice call and nice pattern. The ball was a little off, however.
So it looks like they're going to have to punt here on 4th down. And
so DeSalvo will have an opportunity to kick and do something. Changing
now
ends of the field.
This is when the clock becomes a concern.
Yes.
They'll
12 minutes.
If Lincoln-Sudbury can take time off the clock, they'll be in good position. So North Andover's defense is going to have to come up with another big stop here after preventing them from getting a 1st down in the last couple series.
In previous games, Gabin, Brutus, and Schindler have been strong parts of the offense. Tonight, the offense depends upon Chico.
Yeah, Matt Chico's been the
haven't seen the contributions mixed in around different skills. The thing that's working is the pass to Chico. Nice field position for North Andover. So near midfield. Here comes the quarterback for LS Warriors. Colin Murphy. 8 moving in, has the ball, finds the outside, makes significant yardage. North Andover looking for the run up the middle. The handoff is given. Looks like he's coming up the middle, but veers off and is able to get to the end immediately. And then all of that free field between the end and the sideline.
And that last play was the first time that we saw a tight end from Lincoln-Sudbury, and they're lining up with a bigger package again.
There you go, yeah, looking for some power here now. I want to run the clock, run the ball, run the clock, run some power plays, dominate the game.
Yeah, the clock is critical at this moment, so Lincoln-Sudbury, of course, looking for a score, but if they can put together a long drive, that's impactful as well. So big tackle there by Ricky Brutus to bring it to a 2nd and 11. In 4th down territory, most likely for Lincoln-Sudbury. North Andover is going to need 3 straight stops here. Lincoln-Sudbury lining up with 3 wide. Motion, and it looks like a give right up the middle to Andrew Cahill again. Short carry.
Picks up 5 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7 for the Warriors.
So 3rd and 7. Lincoln-Sudbury aggressive offensively. Here comes Colin Murphy with the play again. Spreading them out. Need a blitz here if he, no, he hands it off in the middle.
Another give to Cahill.
And that is swarmed under.
North Ando with a very, very aggressive defense there, driving them back for no yardage on the play.
Good play for North Andover.
But with
they were, I think North Andover was playing for the run, and they were able to stop it easily. Might have been a better play to throw it down and out or something for Lincoln-Sudbury in that situation. Or a jet sweep.
So 4th and 7. Lincoln-Sudbury will line up with
They bring
tight end and then trips
the
right.
Quarterback
Sweep.
Calls his own number, makes a few yards, but needed more than that. So the defense holds up for North Andover. Is this a momentum change? We'll be right back after a commercial. No commercials with North Andover Cable Access Media Football. It's all live all the time with a post broadcast.
Play action to Ricky Brutus. Schindler looks across the field.
Overthrown.
Looking for Matt Chico again, but he was tightly covered.
Defended on the play by the 2nd down and 10 with Andover.
So aware of the clock, they open up with passing on 1st down here. Max Wolfgang lined up on the far side of the field. Cornerback's lining up on his outside shoulder, really preventing that go route, but it's a handoff to Matt Chico.
And And
to then pass it to Max Wolfgang. So
Wolf was prevented from getting to the ball by the defender by just his positioning, but it was a little off in the throw, so not a completion.
So even with the trickery there, I think Lincoln-Sudbury is playing extremely conservative. The way that they're lining up on Max Wolfgang is that they're trying to force him to the inside and have inside help as well. So
yeah, he has the height though, so you have to have confidence in.
that might be why Matt Chico's been more open this
There's
game.
a ball
And
in the
they go to
open.
him again,
Chico again,
and he's able to bring it
who
down.
has it? Hatman. Who is that wide receiver? Chico. So 8 minutes. Lincoln-Sudbury wants a timeout after that play.
Just when you think North Andover's out of it, Matt Chico seems to come up with a monumental catch.
Yes, yeah. Incredible. Managed to get position on the defender, jump, catch the ball, and prevent the defender from getting anywhere near it. In fact, he lands on the defender.
Yeah, he was. For a second, I thought the defender had an opportunity to intercept it, but he got in position.
Yes.
Caught it.
Yeah. Good body control.
And able to bring it in.
Knew what he wanted to do in that situation.
And he's gone, at this point, well over 100 yards probably on receiving.
Yes.
With a couple touchdowns. So
The two streaking catches were just kept keeping his pace and speed. That one he sort of had to improvise his footwork, and he was well up to it. There's a ball out in the, looking for Wolfgang, but overthrown. Thrown away, it appeared. So, after that great catch, not a play there, but let's see what we have now. Rolling. Ball caught out of bounds. Just, two strides too many before releasing the ball. Releases the ball off the same foot. The previous time he was on that foot, the ball comes down 5 yards in bounds and it's a catch. Wolfgang over on this side.
Trips left, so Wolfgang's got single coverage.
Here's a Gavin.
And they'll look for him.
Down to Wolfgang and a catch, but no, can't hold on to it as he contacts the ground.
Well defended. He got hit as soon as he caught the ball. As soon as the ball hit his hands, the defender was able to break it up.
So after a great catch, not much is happening here on these recent plays. It looks like Schindler is much more comfortable rolling and throwing the ball.
Lincoln-Sudbury hasn't been able to sack him often, but they've been able to make him so that he's got to get out of the pocket and improvise a little bit. So not enough pressure to bring him down, but putting him on the move for sure. And it.
Oh, defended by 25.
Again, under pressure, just had to throw it up there.
Yes.
Made the best effort by getting it to the area of Manchego, but not be able to reel it in. So turnover of downs here with Lincoln-Sudbury. Getting the ball with 7 minutes and 41 seconds left.
When Lincoln-Sudbury quarterback is holding the ball for 4 to 5 seconds, he is able to throw from the pocket. When North Andover's quarterback has it 4 to 5 seconds, he is rolling out. Sometimes he's under pressure, sometimes he just wants to roll out. He seems to be more comfortable if he's on the move. Plus, I think he likes to run the ball. So I think every time he starts to roll, he's thinking he may have an opportunity to run. However, in the last 5 or 6 of these plays, he hasn't run the ball. Earlier in this fourth quarter, there was an opportunity over here, and he ran the ball and was successful doing it. And that was a significant part of their offense in the last 3 games.
So misdirection play here by
wonderful play.
Lincoln-Sudbury could end up being a loss of 5 yards.
Ricky Brutus. The defense just doing their thing. Giving a little, taking a little. Two receivers this side, rotation of the defensive safety. And he calls his own number, but he is swarmed under. Hand-to-hand fighting of the quarterback for the ball with Jack Roche, 77.
Third and long.
Good disruptive play there by Roche.
We'll see if Lincoln-Sudbury just sticks here with the run and prefer to chew out the clock than even attempt to pass and potentially throw an incompletion.
They have an opportunity. Colin Murphy, of course, is the quarterback here. Both quarterbacks wearing the number 9. But he looks like another one of the bombs. Again, he sets his feet and lost the ball. I like the offense where you can count it. It's 1, 2, 3, release, 4, 5, 6, catch. 1, 2, 3, release, 4, 5, 6, catch. This quarterback is releasing on, I'd say, 4, but he's prepared to throw the ball from 2.
Yeah, a lot of their action is just a 3-step drop, steps in the pocket, and releasing it. He hasn't been under too much pressure today.
Yeah.
Ball just about midfield for North Andover. Down 27-14 to Lincoln-Sudbury. Going trips left, play action fake.
Ball into
pass to
smooth catch.
Just short of the first down. Looks like it'll be
so that's good. They
second and 2.
Mix Mencia in, bring in number 18 to replace Jaden. Peter Rodulski. Peter, of course, is a quarterback, and he's lined up here in the slot. Here comes Rodulski for a play, escaping and lets the ball go. And he was looking for who? Just looking to hit the hat.
Looked like Lincoln-Sudbury was was aware of the play, and it was going to be a reverse pass. Good adjustment to be able to get the ball off, but
Yes, yeah, improvise. So Radulski improvises on that play, but unfortunately doesn't link up with the hat.
3rd and 2. Lining up 4 wide. Shotgun formation. Matt Chico in motion. Inside carry to Freddie Gavin, who's able to
Gavin
break a carry,
continues.
break a tackle.
Breaks 3 or 4.
Get 5 yards and the first down.
There you go.
North Andover moving to a hurry-up offense as the clock is ticking, getting within the 5 minutes.
Little fresh Gavin here. Get the outside. And there it is. There's the quarterback with the roll run.
Very similar look to last play, except not giving it to Gavin and taking it for himself. Schindler's now able to pick up 10.
That's a play that will make this offense work.
And the hurry-up offense going immediate to it, and pass
The
to
ball
Matt
is
Chico.
out there, and Chico was pushed. A couple of pushes on the hip by the defender there, but the ball was thrown behind him. He was running one angle, and the quarterback was thinking straighter towards the end zone rather than cut.
It's a good, on first down, it's a good play knowing that you have the opportunity to go for it on 4th down, because after 2 running plays, you're worried about chewing up the clock, but they were able to get 20 yards on 2 running plays, would use up very little time.
Yes.
Moving to the hurry-up offense. So good opportunity to go for the end zone there.
We have a player down on the field, looks like maybe a cramp. The crew here in the bog. Lower Sudbury on a Friday night. The slog in the bog. The moon is higher than earlier and brighter and whiter. And yet there's nothing to be seen in any direction but blackness. It's as though we're playing in some sci-fi movie. Freddie up the middle, great blocking, opened up a mammoth hole for Freddie. Had the ball in front of him. The point of the ball up and just looking to carry it forward. Freddie, yes, just leg drive.
This will bring up 4th down. 2 good carries by Gavin, but not enough to get the first, so it's going to come down to this 4th down play here.
Gavin, no, it's a pass. Wolfgang, oh no!
Nearly a touchdown pass.
Oh,
Pass broken up.
he had it in his hands. He lost it, he had it, he lost it. And then it was on the ground. I'm not sure whether the defender stripped that with a swipe at it. I think so. Defoe comes in now to play in the middle of the defensive line, and there's 3:30 in this game, and we need 2 scores. So we need something to happen here. We need the mojo.
It'll need to be a 3 and out, and you have to be thinking about using your timeouts as well. Lincoln-Sudbury.
Need someone to. There we go. Just running the ball conservatively up the middle, and you have to get him down to get the clock to stop. Yes, timeout. That was an appropriate thing after the slog along the line of scrimmage there with trying to get the runner down.
So after the game started in a defensive struggle, there was a lot of high-powered offense for the second and third quarter, and then the fourth quarter been cooling down in the defense.
Yes.
Defensive units making some big plays here, not really allowing any team to march.
It seems that each team here in the period in this waning minutes of the game has sort of the play calling of the other side figured out. .25 coming wide out to this side. Oh, miscue it seems.
Offsides, Lincoln-Sudbury.
Offside. The Warriors of Lincoln-Sudbury. 3:19, 3 minutes 19 seconds. The pitch, he has the corner, gets significant yards. Looks another timeout by North Andover.
It was really the end of the first half and the beginning of the second half that put Lincoln-Sudbury in this position. They scored a touchdown with just a minute left in the first half, and on the first possession in the second, they were able to get a score. But other than that, they've gone scoreless in the second half. But North Andover not getting enough rhythm offensively to close the gap.
At the two most important moments, the Lincoln-Sudbury offense was able to get plays that the North Andover defense wasn't anticipating.
And they'll go back to the toss there to the wide side of the field. Number 12 breaking a tackle, but tackle by Ricky Brutus, who's been making as big of an impact on defense as he typically does on offense.
Yes. Yeah, good pursuit there. Good. Oh. Oh, yeah. Phew. So 2 minutes and 13 seconds, and there's a punt. Let it roll, and it picks up another 15 yards.
The LS punt goes down to the North Andover 34-yard line, where it will be first down and 10 for the Scarlet Knights.
North Andover's defense has done a good job the second half getting the ball back, but other than that one touchdown, North Andover has not been able to get in the end zone. Although doing a good job sticking with the pass and not using a lot of time the last couple drives. Hopefully they can convert here. Coming out of the gates, looking deep, pass to Max Wolfgang, incomplete.
Second down and 10, North Andover.
Trips left with Max Wolfgang as the inside receiver.
As
Too much
Chico,
pressure on Schindler, and he's taken down for a loss.
Chico all by himself on this side with one defender, makes a nice cut into the middle of the field, but not enough blocking, not enough time. The count was running, and the quarterback was brought down.
It gets, at this point in the game, the defensive linemen don't have to worry about their assignments so much as they know most likely it's going to be a pass. So it's difficult to hold them back, and although you're looking to get the ball deep, got to get the ball out of your hands quickly.
Yeah, the linemen the defense is free to improvise, and that's the result. Once they are free to improvise, the anticipated blocking angles disappear.
Yeah, you can't go to play action at this point either. It's impressive outing by Lincoln-Sudbury's defense here. Well fought game by both teams, but not enough for North Andover. Closing out
34 seconds, and the Sudbury crowd is energized. They think they're moving on. It looks like they will be playing Mansfield unless the MIAA judges switch things up. Freddie cannot get out of bounds.
Down short of the first down. North Andover turns the ball over on downs. First and 10, Lincoln-Sudbury.
So with 11 seconds to go, I want to say it's been great to be broadcasting these games, and to do it with a staff and participants like Bill Robert, Neil Creahan, Sudden Sam Murray, Jake Bowen, and a half a dozen other valiant participants who love the opportunity to come out here on Friday nights and watch some great football from a great town with a great school system and a great athletic program. It's not just football. All of the North Andover men's and women's sports are successful. But we only get to play Lincoln-Sudbury on cold, damp nights at Lincoln-Sudbury. What's wrong with that? what's wrong with playing at North Andover? Well, let's talk to those MIAA judges and get some games at Walsh Stadium in the Merrimack Valley.
End of a good season for North Andover. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it here, but an impressive run to make it this deep in the playoffs after a 1-3 start. So hats off to North Andover as they close out the season, and good game by Lincoln-Sudbury as they head to the finals.
The final game for North Andover is normally the Thanksgiving game, and it looks like it will be again. And on Thanksgiving, I think we're broadcasting the game live from Joe Walsh Stadium. And so on the morning of Thanksgiving, put the turkey in the oven, get in the car, and come over to Joe Walsh and meet family, friends, neighbors, and people you haven't met yet. For Ray Ahern, Bill Robert, Neil Creahan, Jake Bowman, and Sudden Sam Murray, thanks for watching. See you again.